Namaste, beautiful humans. Welcome to 2025 and very, very soon into the year of the snake. This energy of the nine frequency of 2025 and the snake energy, which has this wisdom of shamanic wisdom, really, of shedding skins and opening up to a new frequency and moving into an evolution, emerging through a process of rebirth, is very powerful. I wanted to share with you today a little bit of guidance about this and connect it with the Kundalini, hence the snake image for you. And in this process, I felt two things really. Firstly, the idea of the way that the trees release their leaves in autumn. They don't kind of get in there and try to force them off liberate the leaves. They release them, they let them go. And when we think about the snake shedding its skin, it's quite a curious process. It's almost like a meditation of this deep kind of introspective energy moving in and this pulsing of life force that's beneath the surface. So it's not about trying to change the skin to become something else or change the environment to become something else. It is instead this internalization of a process where the skin is released, the energy has been drawn within, and then the snake emerges out of the skin. It's left behind, and it's this deeper expression of that true nature of the being that moves forth. So the symbol of that for us is really around how do we concentrate our energies and our intention and draw them internally, draw them into ourselves, and through that process allow for the transformation to occur. And it's letting go of what has been. It's not trying to force it or fight it or control it or contrive it. It's simply focusing on how do I want to move forward. And when we think about the amount of change and fluctuation in our lives, in the world around us right now, it's kind of reassuring to know that we don't need perfect conditions to have a good outcome. We don't need to rely on the right things being there externally in order for us to do inner work and be able to take our journey of transformation in whatever way that's showing up in our hearts and our paths and our souls. How does this relate to Kundalini? It's a similar aspect. So the Kundalini, as you will more than likely know if you're watching this video, refers to the serpent energy that's coiled at the base of the spine. And as it rises, moves up through the chakras. And there are different ways of approaching the rising of the Kundalini. I like to go with the method that we've talked about so far. The leaves on the tree, the snake shedding the skin. There's an organic and kind of natural sense of that. The reason I like that is that there is inbuilt purification that happens through that process. So as you're doing your inner work, as you're doing your spiritual practices, whatever they may be, there is this natural rising of energy that happens. And as it hits different parts of the system where there's a blockage, a different chakra, a different meridian, or psychosomatic, whatever it is, however it comes out for you, but that blockage will become known to you. You work through it, the Kundalini keeps moving. There's a natural process to it rather than blasting it like a rocket through your system and letting your nervous system deal with the fallout. I'm not such a fan of that. But everyone's awakening happens in a different way, in its own way. We can hold a space for it similar to what I've talked about so far. So what does that mean for 2025 and this process of the year of the snake? Slow, steady, consistent, bringing your energy in, not getting seduced into distraction in the outer world again and again. Or if you are, recognize it, have compassion and sense of humor. Sort of interesting things happening out there. We don't want to get mesmerized by it. We can notice it, do what we need to do with that information, bring ourselves back in, and continually through this process, in whatever way that shows up for you, your spiritual path, but continually through this process of practicing, we are able to strengthen our energy. The Kundalini gets happy, it wants to rise, moves through. We have the awareness that helps us further metabolize the issues that are going on in our lives. And as a result, we have progress and growth. And then by the end of the year, we are able to look at, shedding that skin and emerging perhaps even before then. So there's a definite invitation to closure and rebirth that's happening through this time. A goddess that's associated with the base chakra and with power and Kundalini and the movement of energy is Kali Ma. I'm wearing her little thing here for you today. I really wanted to wear Our Lady today, our Dark Lady. And I talk about ways that you can connect with her in the Kali Oracle immersion, actually, but there's one really simple way that you can do even now, which is to just have a simple visualization and mantra. So, a visualization would be to feel the sort of red square like energy, the 4 points at the base chakra, there's 4 petals. And you can imagine that warm red color as being like a sacred cushion that you're sitting on. Really feel it and feel the connection with that warmth, the connection with that stability of the number 4, that sense of earthing. The earth element is what it relates to. It's also the fourth kingdom in esoteric occultism, so that's humanity. So you really feel your precious human life and you sit in that sacredness for a moment. And then you can imagine her seed syllable, which is the sound of cream, cream Kaliye Namaha, Om Cream Kaliye Namaha, Om Cream Kaliye Namaha. And this is her mantra, or one of her mantras that you can use. It's quite powerful, but you can imagine that warmth and that stability, and then the energy will rise naturally and the obstacles will fall away naturally, like those leaves off a tree and those beautiful, incredible snake skins that are left in the tracks as that creature moves forward on its journey. My sincerest wish is that you have all that you need in the perfect way, in the perfect time to manifest your most beautiful life path and your deep soul journey. So much love, dear one, from my heart to yours. Continue to be brave, trust your process. I'm so grateful that you're here and honor your light. Namaste.